Hello friends, you are welcome to my channel. Always keep an eye to this channel. It is going to help you shorten your learning curves. Some of the tips I will be dropping here are things that took us over 15 years to figure out. So if you keep an eye to this channel, it's going to shorten your learning curves. You're going to be getting things that will help you shorten your learning curves and make you become profitable faster. Like what I'm going to share with you today is one of the things that took us a longer time to figure out. I'm just going to give you in this video. Now, in trading, there are certain puzzles, though they are simple, but you won't see it on any textbook. You won't see it on any textbook. You need to figure it out through experience, and that's why, as a trader, you must keep learning. You must keep learning. Like when you keep learning, you have to be very selective on who you are learning from. You have to have a street sense to be able to identify who really wants to help you succeed, or who is a content creator, like just doing it to make money from the video. Some of us are just fine, yeah, equally creating content, but our you really want to help you. We really want to help you because it's not easy. Most of the things you see online is just um, are not real. You get the point. Like forex is very simple if you understand basic. If you can apply it, if you know how to apply the theory, because the theory, just like a lot of people read it and interpret it differently, especially when you are not really a trader. You just use your brain and think you understand, but if you are a trader, you'll be able to interpret what you read theory based on your practical experience, and that's what I'm going to share with you today. This tip is going to really help you. Like, you should be able to it should be able, like, look at the trade I showed you yesterday. The trade I showed you yesterday is still going up. We have taken our profit out for now, at the moment. You know, sorry, network. So every little thing matters in forex trading. Every little thing matters. You must be able to understand when they say price action, when they say price pattern, when they say support and resistance. Mind you, there is no support and resistance the price cannot break. That's why you have people blow their account, because it feels that when the market gets to a support, it's going to reverse. They feel that when the market gets to resistance, it's going to reverse. No, the market can actually break and continue going down or continue going up. But there is something the market always respect, and that is pattern. That is pattern. Do you understand? Now, what I mean by pattern is that if you figure out a pattern, you have to you figure out the pattern in the lower time frame. You have to go and look at you have to be able to figure out that pattern in a higher time frame, because trading in a lower time frame is like asking a boy of 5 years, 7 years of a street direction. You got to a street, you're looking for a way to go. You got to a junction, you saw a boy of 5 years, you now asking, where can I go? And you saw a man of 40 years, where can I go? The boy of 7 years might make a mistake, but it's very unlikely for a man of 40 years to make a mistake. So that's the difference of you trading a lower time frame and a higher time frame. So spotting a pattern on a higher time frame, that will really make you profitable, because the market is always going to repeat itself. Do you understand? When they say price action is also a pattern. Now, do you know that a doji candle, if you track a doji candle on a daily chart, you go to if a 1 hour 30 minute chart is going to give you a pattern, right? Now, your duty now as a trader, upcoming trader, is to be able to spot that pattern early, so you can position yourself early. Like the pattern I trade, I spot it while it is forming. So I put it down on my watch list. Like the Erie USD I took yesterday. Erie USD I took it. I spotted it here, right from here. But since I'm not a buy trader, I left it. The CPI news took it up. I expected it to go up gradually to my point of entry, but the CPI news took it up because I have spent over the years to master this pattern. Now, all this that happened here is equally a price action, if that's what you want to call it, right? It's equally what a price action, if you're a price action trader, because this is equally, as you call it, an engulf candle. It engulfed this candle. This buy candle engulfed this candle, right? This buy candle engulfed this candle, depending on your experience. Some people spot uses price action. When the market got to a support, created an engulf candle. Some people, that's what they used to trade. Okay. Now, but me personally, I am taking an holistic. I am looking at it in an holistic approach. I am looking at it in an holistic approach. My own is this pattern. The whole thing here, the whole process here is a pattern I'm conversant with. Someone else might just be looking at the price action here, but I'm looking at the whole process here. This is a pattern I understand. Someone else might be looking at this. Mind you, this pattern we are seeing here in daily, it happens in 1 hour, it happens in 30 minutes, it happens in 15 minutes, it happens in 5 minutes. The lower the time frame, the less the success is going to be. The higher time frame, the higher the success rate is going to be. Do you understand? That is why I always preach, try to treat the higher time frame, trying to figure out the time combination in the higher time frame. Do you understand? Try to figure out the higher time frame. Try to align your strategy in the higher time frame. Though you are going to have a lower signals, you are going to have lower signals, but you're going to have a higher win rate. With lower time frame, you're going to have higher signals, and you're going to have so many losses. That's when it becomes stressful. Like in this week, I think I took just Euro USD trade, and the CPI did not allow me to maximize the opportunity with a higher lot size. But still, I will still, hope. I'm still hopeful that another opportunity is going to be okay. You don't hit yourself over the wall. Do you understand? Because this is a trade that was hoping on going in big. Do you understand? But based on the spike, it couldn't go in big, but it's still fine. Do you understand? So what you need to know as a trader, if you're a price action trader, try to look at that price action in a higher time frame. Do you understand? Maybe I recommend 4 hour, daily, weekly. You're a price action trader. If you spot that price action in 4 hour, daily, I'm going to tell you why. I'm mentioning this time frame. If you're a price action trader, if your price action is in 4 hour, daily, weekly, you're going to have a higher win rate. Reason being that, let me tell you something. In the 4 hour time frame, you have 6 candles in a day, right? 6 candles in a day. Yes. So what that means is that 6 candle actually breaks down. I'm going maybe in one of those videos, I'll make a video again on how those 6 candles interpret the trading sessions in a day. I'm going to write it down. How those 6 in the next video, that's what I'm going to do. Let me write it down so that I won't forget. Trading session. The 4 hour candle interpret the trading session in a day, right? So now, if the previous session gives you an engulf candle, that simply tells you what the next session is going to be. It's as easy as ABC. If a previous session confirms a reversal, it's likely the other session is going to either retest and continue. There's no gimmicks. But now the mistake you do is that when the previous session 4 hour candle is trying to form, you're in the 15 minutes playing around with it. Let's track this candle here. This is a 4 hour candle, right? This is what's the time now? It should be London session. should be London session, right? It should be London session. Now this candle here has broken this level. So what you need to do, since you couldn't enter at the early stage, is to wait and see how this candle forms. Because this candle might actually end up like retesting this level. By those things, you are going to come to it. But this section now has already reached its target. This section here has already reached its target. So while beginners trader are looking for signal here to buy or to sell, they will be gambling. They will be gambling because this market has already reached. This is a 15 minutes chart, right? You can see the market has already reached its targets. So if you want to sell from here, you might lose. If you want to buy from here, you might lose because the market might just be dangling here till today ends. This market might not actually make any move anymore. You understand? Because it has actually reached its targets. Do you understand? It's going to require a lot of news and momentum to make it for it to continue breaking down, but it's very unlikely the market is going to move past this place. So if actually you're a 4 hour a daily trader, if you're a daily trader, you saw that the yesterday closes as a sell and engulf the previous day something. Yeah, this low is, if you look at it closely, this low here is slightly lower than this. They call it this candle Paraposo also. This red candle, the name they give it to you is Paraposo, but it's just an engulf candle, right? So this is a daily chart. So as a price action trader, you enter the trade, right? As a pattern trader, you look at the holistic printout, okay? Or a pattern trader, based on what some pattern trader will come here and interpret what, like you track this yesterday candle, right? You can track yesterday candle based on what you are taught. You track this candle. You want to interpret what this yesterday did. You come to 4 hour. I want to see the pattern he printed. Okay. You come to 1 hour. Okay, look at the pattern here. He printed yesterday. So if you are familiar with this pattern, that whenever this pattern forms, this is what happens. That is what I love patterns. If we can spot a particular pattern, that whenever this pattern forms in 4 hours, this is what happens. Forex is going to be bread and butter for you. It's going to be butter and bread, or bread and butter for you. If you can, in Forex, in 4 hours, it's like a cheat code I'm giving to you. In 4 hours, in daily, if you can actually spot a pattern, that whenever this pattern forms, this is what happens. You begin to align it to perfection. Forex is going to be bread and butter for you. And because that is what I did. I spotted a pattern in higher time frame that repeats itself all the time. So what I do is that I look for that pattern and trade it. I align with few indicators while trying to align the strategy. I actually introduce moving average settings with some few moving average settings, basically. Do you understand? To make me understand, to align it to my perfection. And whenever it happens, like this Euro USD, before it dropped, I saw it. The gold, before it dropped, I saw it. Do you understand? So I love pattern trading. If you're a price action trader, every price action you see, you can actually track it to a lower time frame and see what it printed. Okay, let me show you this 4 hour engulf candle. If you track this 4 hour engulf candle here, right? You can go. Let's just scroll down to 1 hour. You can see it tracked. So you can track a candle, a price action, and see what it printed. If you're a pattern trader, you can actually, every price action candle is a pattern in a lower time frame. Do you understand? So when a market gets to, if you're a price action trader, Because if you are not really good in interpreting the price action candle, when the price gets to a resistance, it gives you maybe a doji or a paraposo or whatever candle you call it. You can track that candle, go to 15 minutes and see the print out. Go to 15 minutes and see the print out. If it's something you're familiar with, that whenever this thing happens, market drops, you have gotten your ticket. Do you understand? Like the way I trade my own is that when the market, even when I'm tracking this candle, when the market gets to a level, there is a pattern even at that level I look out for. So whenever the market, another trader might call it price action. Yes, in the 4 hour, I track the candle, go to 15 minutes, see the price action. I am familiar with this price action. I take the sell trade. Do you understand? Because whenever that thing happens on a resistance, this is what happens. You don't need to learn too much. You don't need to learn too much. If you have a mentor, do you understand? I am just giving you tips. Begin to look at 4 hour, daily, weekly, for a pattern. Begin to take journals, screenshot it, align that pattern. That whenever this pattern forms, this is my entry point. Whenever this pattern forms, this is my entry point. That is how to trade forex. You don't need to learn all the indicator, you want to learn all the indicator on the chart. It's going to take you a long time. You want to learn all the theories. It's going to take you a long time, because every trader has their strategy. But you see, when you understand the basics, and the eye is your greatest indicator. Your eye is your greatest indicator. Let me tell you, that's what I was told. Do you understand? When I learned that the eye is my greatest indicator, I began to spend more time on charts. When I began to spend more time on chart, I now began to look at 4 hour for like 1 month. I began to interpret what I saw in 4 hour in daily. I began to interpret what I saw in daily, in weekly, and I understood that. I understood the pattern very well. So you can equally do that in your strategy. Spend more time. Know why is this, what always leads to the formation of my sell trade. What affects it? What was, just begin to think about it. But what I want you to take home today is that let your journey short. Do you understand? Spend more time on your screen. Begin to learn a pattern. Putting support or resistance level will not make you profitable. What will make you profitable is a higher time frame pattern. They are more consistent. A pattern in 4 hour will always repeat itself. A pattern in daily will always repeat itself. A price action in daily will always repeat itself. A price action in 4 hour will always repeat itself. Now, what you need to do is to master it, to know when to perfect it. To be able to filter the fake ones and the real ones. And to be able to filter the fake ones and the real ones. That's just what you need to be profitable. Alright, I just thought I should bring this up to you so you begin to look into your strategy. If you're trading in the lower time frame, begin to look at what you're trading in lower time frame in the 4 hour time frame. Okay? If you're trading, begin to look at what in the 4 hour time frame, what actually leads to this in the daily time frame. In the daily time frame, in the weekly, that's just how it should be. Do you understand? That if you want to go down to a lower time frame, it should be for entry. For stop loss placement, if at all. Do you understand? You don't look for pattern and price action in lower time frame. You're just going to shoot yourself. Alright, now thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Bye.